Las Vegas Raiders visit the Denver Broncos. Raiders' first possession ends with a punt as Geno Smith gets sacked by Inyoma Uwazu-Ike and Zach Allen. Then the Broncos go 3 and out, but Jeremy Crawshaw shanks the punt and the Raiders get the ball on Denver's 41-yard line. On the Raiders' next possession, they go 41 yards on 8 plays, scoring with a 4-yard touchdown run by Ashton Genty. The next 5 drives, we see 5 punts. Things start cooking when, with 6 minutes to play, the Raiders go for it on 4th and 5. Geno Smith gets sacked by Talanoa Hufanga, turning the ball over on downs. With a short field, Bo Nix hits Pat Bryant for a 43-yard reception on a 2nd and 18. 2 plays later, Bo Nix throws to Troy Franklin for a 7-yard touchdown pass to tie the game. The Raiders had the ball with less than 3 minutes to play, but Geno Smith gets sacked on a 3rd and 6 by Zach Allen and Nick Bonito. On a 2nd and 15 on Denver's 33-yard line and less than a minute to play, Bo Nix throws deep intended for Troy Franklin, but it is picked off by Caillou Blue Kelly. This effectively ends the first half. After halftime, the Broncos and the Raiders take turns punting the ball. From their own 16-yard line, Denver moves the ball 43 yards on 11 plays and attempts a 59-yard field goal, but it comes up short. On the Raiders' first play, Geno Smith's pass bounces off his receiver and is intercepted by Dondre Tillman, who runs it back 23 yards to the Raiders' 33-yard line. The Broncos' offense is not moving the ball. A penalty knocks them out of field goal range and they have to punt. The Raiders go 3 and out as well.
Blocked! Kick is blocked. And Denver's going to get the ball.
Broncos have the ball on the Raiders' 14-yard line, but Raiders force Will Lutz on the field to kick a 32-yard field goal. Going into the 4th quarter, the Raiders punt, then the Broncos punt, and then the Raiders punt. On the next drive, the Raiders go 42 yards on 6 plays, but on a 3rd and 8, Geno is sacked by John Franklin Myers and Jonathan Cooper. They have no choice but to punt. The next play on Denver's next drive, Bo Nix's pass hits Troy Franklin, bouncing the ball in the air, and Caillou Blue Kelly intercepts it. The Raiders offense could only muster 15 yards on 6 plays. On a 4th and 6 on Denver's 30-yard line, Daniel Carlson attempts a 48-yard field goal. No good. With 4.5 minutes left to play, the Broncos manage 10 plays for 47 yards and do not allow the Raiders to get the ball back. The Denver Broncos host the Kansas City Chiefs. Broncos elect to receive and get the ball first. The drive goes 14 plays, 54 yards, but when they get inside the red zone, the Chiefs' defense tightens up. The Broncos were forced to settle for a 29-yard field goal by Will Lutz. KC's first possession, they get a first down with this Patrick Mahomes to Rashee Rice 11-yard reception, but Mahomes' next 3 passes are incomplete and the Chiefs punt. Marvin Mims gets a great punt return off as he returns at 70 yards to the Chiefs' 21-yard line. But the Broncos offense can't do much with it and kick another field goal. The Chiefs offense starts warming up, with the drive going 59 yards on 9 plays. An offensive holding penalty hampers the drive and the Chiefs are forced to kick a 31-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. Denver goes 3 and out and the Chiefs get the ball again. They run an impressive 16-play, 77-yard drive lasting 9.5 minutes. But once inside the red zone, Kansas City kicks the field goal on 4th and 3 on Denver's 12-yard line. With 4.5 minutes left in the second half, there is no further scoring as the Broncos run 4 plays and punt. Then the Chiefs go with 3 and out, and then the Broncos go 3 and out. The Chiefs run 5 plays on their next possession, but on 4th and 6, Patrick Mahomes is sacked as time expires in the first half. Kansas City starts the third quarter with the ball. They have a 9-play, 47-yard drive, and on Denver's 21-yard line, Mahomes throws a pick to Jaquan McMillian. McMillian returns it 63 yards, but the penalty sets the Broncos back to their own 11-yard line. The 5th play of the drive, the Broncos get about half of those yards back with a Bo Nix to Troy Franklin reception. They take up 6 minutes running 11 plays and go 89 yards to score their first touchdown of the game when Jaleel McLaughlin runs up the middle for a 4-yard touchdown. The Chiefs retaliate with a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Most of those yards comes from a deep pass between Patrick Mahomes and Tyquan Thornton. On 3rd and 1 on the 2-yard line, Kareem Hunt runs up the middle for a 2-yard touchdown run. The Broncos strike back, going 60 yards on 8 plays. Most of those yards come from this 48-yard pass between Bo Nix and Pat Bryant. The drive cools down and Will Lutz steps on the field to kick a 38-yard field goal. The Chiefs respond strongly. This drive goes 73 yards on 6 plays. Most of those yards comes from this 47-yard questionable defensive pass interference penalty. Mahomes connects with Travis Kelce to score a 21-yard touchdown, the first Chiefs lead in the game. But the extra point attempt is blocked by Frank Crum. The Broncos go 3 and out as an intentional grounding penalty kills the drive and they are forced to punt. The Chiefs offense cools as well as they go 3 and out. With 6.5 minutes left in the game, the Broncos drive only goes 19 yards on 6 plays, but Will Lutz crushes this 54-yard field goal to tie the game. The Chiefs' next drive, Mahomes throws 2 incompletions and gets sacked on the 3rd and 10 by Jaquan McMillian. The Chiefs go 3 and out. With 3 minutes to play, the Broncos go 58 yards on 10 plays, and Will Lutz kicks the 35-yard field goal as time expires.
He's already made 4 today. Lutz in the clutch, and the Broncos have won it.
Bo Nix and the Broncos go to Washington, D.C. Broncos go first and go 59 yards on 11 plays. But when they get to Washington's 10-yard line, they have to kick a field goal, putting the first points on the board. The Commanders have to punt after 10 plays, 40 yards. Then the Broncos punt after a 3 and out. The next drive is another decent one for the Commanders. They go 39 yards on 9 plays. But Marcus Mariota throws a questionable pass, and Dre Greenlaw intercepts it and returns it 27 yards. The Broncos go 56 yards on 13 plays, taking up 6.5 minutes, but the drive dies and Will Lutz steps up to kick a 33-yard field goal. Washington's Mariota runs another decent drive. This one goes 11 plays, 71 yards, taking up 5.5 minutes, and they get into the end zone with an 8-yard touchdown run by Chris Rodriguez. With less than 2.5 minutes in the half, the Broncos drive 64 yards on 10 plays and score with an 11-yard touchdown pass between Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton. That ends the half. Washington starts off strong in the second half. Going 10 plays, 72 yards, taking up 5 minutes and scoring with a 5-yard touchdown pass between Marcus Mariota and Treylon Burks. The Broncos respond to that drive with an 11-play, 72-yard drive, going 6 minutes. This drive ends with a 1-yard touchdown run by R.J. Harvey. Washington's drive stalls early after 5 plays and they have to punt. Broncos go down the field 19 yards, but on the 5th play of the drive, Bo Nix is intercepted by Bobby Wagner and returns it to Denver's 36-yard line. The Commanders can't do much with the opportunity as the Broncos defense clamps down, and they have to settle for a 38-yard field goal. In the next 5 possessions, both teams become inept and have to punt on all 5 occasions. With 3 minutes left in the game, Washington runs a mammoth of a drive, 18 plays, 71 yards. They take up every last second of the game and kick a 32-yard field goal, which is good and takes the game into overtime. Denver gets the ball first and goes 5 plays, 76 yards. Over half those yards are from this Bo Nix Evan Ingram connection. R.J. Harvey runs it in for a 5-yard touchdown. Washington needs to score a touchdown to stay alive. Washington drives down 65 yards on 11 plays and score with a 3-yard touchdown pass between Marcus Mariota and Terry McLaurin. They're going for 2 to win it.
Washington for the win. Mariota has it rejected by Benito, and Denver has won